Okay, just before the video starts, to the two people who probably will just watch this video and just fuck off to like another video, I just want to say, if you think Wonderful Precure is like the end all be all, greatest Precure season of all time, greatest thing Toei has ever made, or not even that, if you just think it's a good Precure season, then that's like honestly really cool. I completely respect your opinion, but in my humble personal opinion, I think Wonderful Precure is absolute shit. Now, the reason why I say, and also enjoy some shitty ass gameplay of me playing Marvel Rivals. But anyways, what I want to talk about today, why I feel like Wonderful Precure is dog shit. And I'm really gonna be all over the place. I really have not scripted this video pretty much at all. So I am going to be all over the place. But anyways, starting back in 2023, man, Hirogaru Sky, bro. Like, when I got into Precure, Hirogaru Sky did that for me. The first Precure season I ever watched weekly. That's when I got into Delicious Party, got into Smile Precure right after, then Tropical Rouge, a la mode, so on and so forth. And Hirogaru Sky was such a peak season, and honestly for me it felt like a real golden era of Precure, because again, celebrating its 20th anniversary, Hirogaru Sky was a banger season, probably my number one season. And not only that, they had Ultima Precure going on, so a lot of, and even with All Stars F, and then going all over Japan, doing parades and shows for it. That was freaking cool. And really just week to week, I had so much fun watching Hirogaru Sky. Seeing Sora, Mashiro, Tsubasa, Ageha, L, that was so peak. Especially, freaking with like the OP and the ED. Love that shit so much, man. And when it ended, man, I was pretty bummed out. I was pretty sad to see it go, because I shared so many memories. I went to the Hirogaru Sky Precure Hotel. Here, I'll put it up on the screen. I probably should kill myself for going to that, honestly. But anyways, as well as watching All Stars F in Japan, in theaters, by myself. That shit was crazy, bro. Probably the best day of my life, if I'm being honest with you. But I digress. After, Hirogaru Sky ended, I was like, wow. It really did end, because after 50 plus weeks of watching Hirogaru Sky, it felt so weird, not watching Hirogaru Sky on a Saturday night. And along came Wonderful Precure, and again, I was still new to Precure at the time, but I did know that Precure fights go hard as shit. So I was really hyped for Wonderful Precure when I found that it was mostly about animals. Like, oh man, they're gonna fight animals and shit. And the first episode, I did like the first episode, but as the episode started going on, man, oh my god, I really started to cope, man, because it was by episode 10 or so, I was like, oh my gosh, bro, this is torture. I don't even know how I kept up with Wonderful Precure for 50 plus weeks. Even though I call it shit, I still watched it weekly, right? And technically everything I'm going to say is going to be completely negated or almost negated, because Wonderful Precure did really good sales wise. Don't know the specifics on it, but as far as I know, they did really good in sales. So I don't know, maybe they're doing something my dumb ass can't see, I don't know. But what really just killed it for me was, imagine going from a golden season like Hirogaru Sky, right? So much fighting, so much meaning behind it, 20th anniversary, and then you got Wonderful Precure, right? And they're just doing fuck ass chase scenes. Now look, of course I don't want to see Precure beating the shit out of animals, right? Of course I don't want to see that. But it's just really, man, dude, just chase scenes was so damn boring, bro. And it's not just that, but also the characters too. Komugi, I despise Komugi. I fucking despise her, bro. She is so damn boring. I don't want to get too much detail into like the characters and stuff, but if I had to, Komugi, from her backstory when Iroha found her and she was like growling at her, you'd think she was, abused or mistreated in the very least, and I feel like she had a lot of potential there, and that could lean more into why she connected with Gao's spirit in the finale. But no, turns out she just ran away from her home. And like you think she was growling at Iroha when they first met because she was mistreated. She was scared, she was fearful. But and just for her backstory to be like that, in my opinion, I feel like that is so much wasted potential. And not only that, Komugi on screen is just so fucking irritating, bro. Like every time she's on screen, it's like I just want to kill myself, bro, because it's so bad, so bad. And don't even get me started on fucking Iroha. The thing with Iroha is that the only thing she really has going for her is like her relationship with Satoru. Satoru is the GOAT, by the way. I have nothing bad to say about him or friggin' Daifuku. Don't really care for Iroha all that much. Moving on to Mayu. Honestly, man, nothing I really care for her. Her backstory, at least like her, what happened between her friend, I feel like that is... Dude, that shit is so boring. Like, they tried to make it like a big deal, but for me, I just didn't get it. I just didn't get it. Moving on to Yuki, out of all of the 4 retards of Wonderful Precure, I do like Yuki the most. She's not all that bad. She is a badass, definitely. And just like how she started to warm up to both Komugi, Iroha, instead of going from Neanderthal Precure. And by the way, what the fuck is Neanderthal Precure? Like, like, just be part of fucking Wonderful Precure, bro. But anyways, I digress once again. I do like her character development over the story. And yeah, but as far as characters go, I don't really care about them. Komugi, honestly, I just want to chuck her out of a window. And that's pretty much it for the characters. And just to quickly talk about like the plot of it, like for me, the fact that they had no villains only until the second ending came along, it was so abysmal. Like, we knew Gao existed because I believe he appeared in episode 6 when like the lion showed up. But I mean, he really only made his appearance like more than halfway in the story. And yeah, Torame and Zakuro, that's where stuff did pick up too. But as far as like, it really did feel like there was no urgent threat. There was no danger, you could say. Yeah, you had like the garu-garus, but as far as like, it just the same thing every single episode, right? And the fact that there was no fighting, no punching, no kicking, no throwing, only chase scenes, it just made me dude, like that shit was torture. There are so many boring ass episodes, but 2 that stand out for me is, and I'm only gonna talk about this briefly because I'm sure you guys don't want me to yap for another like 10 fucking minutes. The 2 worst episodes for me was Let's Go Play at Okuma Farm with like her friend. They own like a farm or something. That was, oh my god, that was so boring, bro. Especially, what was that other one? Dude, yes, It's Dangerously Hot. That shit was so ass. That was so fucking bad, bro. I don't even want to, like, don't even get me into it, man. However, there is one episode I definitely have to praise. Was when Fuku died, when like the little dog, like the old lady's dog died. The way they handled that episode was very, very well. It was very well written, very well directed. And I just have nothing but the utmost respect for it. Wonderful Precure did really good there. That's probably where it peaked, honestly. And just the finale, it just, for me, it just fell so freaking flat, man. Like, I hope we never, ever get another season like Wonderful Precure ever again, right? And I know a lot of people have stuff to say about You and Idol. You and Idol, okay, I'll make a video about You and Idol. But dude, I love You and Idol so freaking much. You and Idol is peak. Better than Hardcash, better than Hugto. I said it. But as far as Wonderful Precure, again, like if you think Wonderful Precure is a good season, I mean that's like completely fine. But in my personal humble opinion, I feel like Wonderful Precure is absolute dog shit. To the 2 people who are watching this, thank you for watching. And if you guys want to see my abysmal takes once again, then leave a comment below. But yeah.